Hello everyone, this is RJ Wellington, and this video will be a quick video to announce the release of my new book, as I have promised you, the book Awakening from the Dream. And this book is very special, first because it is a compilation and transcription of dialogues I have had with my inner circle students, very advanced dialogues, by the way. Those who have studied with me, my former students, know that I assign them, after they finish the 12 week, I assign them to specific groups that we call inner circles, based on their level of development. And I have a few of them, and we meet monthly for a Zoom meeting for each group. And during this, we have dialogues that I decided to pick very important questions from them and transcribe into this book. It is very dynamic. As you read it, you will feel like you are participating in our conversation. And I'm sure there will be questions you would like to ask me or any other metaphysical teacher that will be answered in this book. We go really deep in metaphysics. The book encompasses basically all metaphysical areas from a higher perspective, actually, from how to feel awakened in the moment, to healing others, to mastering time, the fourth and the fifth dimension, and the subject of ascension, of course. This book is based, last week, a few days ago, I released a video about awakening from the dream. And one phrase that I share with you was from Bashar, which says, when you go to sleep at night and dream, you are actually awake. And when you wake up in the morning, you are actually dreaming. So this book is all about, is based on this, I would say, concept, which is not far from the truth, and how you can use this in your advantage, how you can be literally awake in the dream of the day, or what you call your common everyday life. And there, I'm totally confident that you'll be learning the secret of the masters, the mystics and yogis, which is basically mastering this dream of life. Okay, there will be no stone left unturned. There will be no secret escaped. I lay down everything step by step for those who have the eyes to see and the ears to hear. And this is the cover for the hard copy edition. It will be a PDF version, and there is a hard copy version for those who wish to buy it. So the full title is Awakening from the Dream, including the spiritual and New Age Mass, dialogues with an insanely enlightened man. And that's how I like to qualify myself. I don't call myself anything. Some people call me teacher, a master, whatever it is. Some people call me crazy. And my best self-definition is being someone insanely enlightened, because many of the concepts that we share, as you see, seem to be insane for people who are trapped in the matrix. And I'm not ashamed at all to say that this may be the best metaphysical book you have ever read. Try it and see. And maybe some of you will agree with me on that. So let's quickly take a look at a very partial list of topics for the book. In the book you'll be learning what I call the metaphysical theory of everything. And once you know it, you know how to use it to transform your life. That is the basic, the core that you need to start the journey of self-transformation. And I have experienced that, my students have experienced that. And keep in mind, I'm not sharing something from my mind, from my imagination or theories that I came up with. I'm sharing the pure, clear knowledge of the ascended masters, of the masters of reality, of the great yogis. I will show you the easiest, quickest way to awakening and living like a master. Literally, why not? Most religious and spiritual teachings, and you see that they keep you from reaching that state because they want to profit on your ignorance. I usually say that this book is not spiritually correct, and you'll see why. I answer the question, is there a meaning to life? That many people ask that question, and you will be surprised with the answer. In the book, we'll be discussing what the matrix truly is and how to master it. I go into the depths of the 4 levels of the matrix and how they associated even with the scenes in the original movie, The Matrix. So you will realize why Keanu Reeves said himself that The Matrix is more like a documentary than a movie. And you learn all about The Matrix and how to master it. You will discover what I call an original imprinting, which is like a mental virus, and that is what keeps most people stuck and unhappy. And you again will be surprised what that imprinting is that most people have, and I can guess it's the cause of 80 to 90% of problems with people that keep them stuck, unhappy, feeling guilt, fear, shame. You will also discover why trying to find the origin of a problem is a waste of time and the right place from which to fix anything in your life. Most people go the wrong way trying to find how they got a problem, the origin in this life, in the childhood, in past lives, and that's all a waste of time. You learn how to fix anything in your life from the right place. Read the book and you discover that. I will give you the true explanation for why bad things happen to good people. And once you realize that, you'll be able to be out of this cycle of bad things happening to you. I will share the so-called simulation. There is a lot of talk about us living a simulation, and part of it is right. We are living a simulation. But you'll be surprised to know ultimately what the simulation means and what it is. And, of course, I always teach you the formula for how to master it. We'll be talking also about the secret of consensual reality. And this is very deep, very profound information that up to this point I have shared just with my personal students in our inner circles, in our 12-week sessions. And you will realize that that is the true secret of healing yourself and healing others. That is the secret that was used by the great healers, including Yeshua and Babaji, Saint Germain, all the ascended masters. I will teach you how to be above the so-called karma and sin. You'll discover that they are just constructs to manipulate people into fear, shame, and guilt. You will learn how to master the 4th and the 5th densities, and you know what they truly are. There is a lot of misconceptions about the dimensions, densities, and you will learn. I will take you up to the 5th dimensional level, so with information on how to live that state of consciousness. Last but not least, I will teach you how to live the magic life of a true, awakened mystic. That is the epilogue. This book contains 18 chapters, and an epilogue that talks about the way of the mystic, and I will give you all the keys. Or I would say a very down-to-earth, practical way of living that life without having to move to a monastery or renouncing your life. You can be a housewife, you can be a construction worker, you can be an attorney, a doctor, whatever you are, an athlete, a movie star, and you still can live a magic, spiritual, if you will, life, being awakened in the dream. This is not a pie in the sky. That's our true gift. That's who we truly are. And of course, there is much, much more. I'm just touching the surface here with some of the highlights of the book. So I want you to, if you're interested in learning this from my perspective, I'm not the only one talking about these things. All the true teachers and masters talk about this. But it's from my perspective, and I hope you enjoy. So what you have to do? The good news, you can download the full book absolutely free at my website, which you see here a screenshot of the website, which is www.awakenfromthedream.com. So there you see there are two options, to download the free PDF or to buy the print book if you wish. I myself love print books because I like the experience of touching, feeling, smelling a new book, but is not mandatory. You have the full version in PDF, and if you love it, you are welcome to purchase it or to give as a gift to someone you love. So a few pieces of advice. Read it more than one time. Usually the first time you read a book, you are in that state of mind of wondering what comes next, what comes next. After the first reading, when you go back to the beginning, then you start grasping more deeply some subjects that you might not have paid enough attention because your mind is wanting to jump into the future. And one thing I want to ask you, especially my former students, you know how much I have given freely. You are all part of an inner circle that will be for a lifetime, and you don't pay 1 cent a month. Those of you who follow me on YouTube got a lot of videos. You can go back to all my videos. I give a lot of information. And the only payment I'm asking you now is your time to pay back if you wish. It's also not mandatory. There is no karma there. There is no BS in that. But I humbly ask you, if you like it, please share. Many of you have social networks with hundreds, if not thousands, of quote-unquote friends or followers. So please, post it, okay? You'll be paying forward, okay? That is the concept. I'm giving it freely. And when you see the content, I don't think any of you would write or compile this information and give absolutely free, as I'm doing. So I'm doing my part, and I ask you to do yours. If you want to participate in this great awakening, helping people, you'll be doing a great favor to people, okay? And if you love it, consider buying the printed version. Again, it's not mandatory, but if you really like it, you can have I will say something that in a few years may be a rare book in your hands. And some people have asked, why are you giving it totally free? Why not charge like $3, $5, $10 for the PDF version? And I say, first, I'm very well financially. Thank you very much. I have a job. I don't try making a living out of selling metaphysics. I have my students, my private students, who go through a period and they have to pay something. They have to give something in exchange. But after that, they are my students for life. And they can participate in my inner circle. But this book is so important that I don't want any excuse for people not to read. If the excuse is paying a few dollars, there you have it for free. Okay? Because I think of this book as my legacy, my contribution to expanding the knowledge in the universe. Nowadays we benefit from books written 50, 60 years ago by Neville, by Walter C. Lanyon, and other great masters that left their legacy. And I'm pretty sure 50 years from now, a young person is going to read this book and think, I would like to have been with that guy, to have known that guy back then. So now you have the opportunity there. Okay, so again, do yourself a favor. If you're really interested in real, true metaphysics that goes way beyond the law of attraction and new age stuff, go ahead and download the book. Alright? So that's it, folks. I hope you enjoy, and you can always share your experiences or how you like the book with me. Alright? Get the book, enjoy it if you can, and may the force be with you always.